I'm Jesse, and that's Nina, and this is the Panic Button.
Today we're just going over some random clips of,
Woman makes videos showing how to give gay man.
Yes, she's gonna give us some gay man.
Oh, she means how to be read as a gay man, even though she's got the most feminine face and figure that I've seen on a liberal.
Okay, so let's see her give us gay man.
I wish there was a way to give gay man instead of woman. Walk fast, very slight hips away, and a singular dinosaur arm. I do walk like this sometimes. The key here is self-perception. How we perceive our own performance of gender matters. You might be relying on an outside perception to gift you the experience of giving gay man. This is like waiting for permission or validation. And I'm not saying you don't deserve it. I'm not saying it doesn't feel good to be seen. But if you assume that you're giving gay man, then maybe you are.
Wait.
Can I see the walk again?
Yeah.
I was just curious if it even gave gay man. It looked like a little runway walk. It didn't look...
Isn't she saying that it doesn't matter how other people perceive you, as long as you think you're giving gay man, then you are?
So here's the thing is I don't totally disagree with her, and it's not because of the reasons that liberals would think. Okay?
Nice.
You ready to hear my point?
Ready.
Okay. I agree. It does not matter how the world tells you you are seen. However, that's how you are seen. However, way you want to put it. Sorry.
Okay. I'm waiting for it.
It's because I said however too many times. I got stuck up on that. You can think and present yourself whatever way you want to. You can even believe in your soul that you're that way. But as long as you know the truth, what other people say shouldn't affect you. So I do agree with what she's saying. You shouldn't need the external validation. However, you should want people to think that way when you're a trans person presenting in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
If you want to come across as a gay man.
And you're a lady.
Yes, please, if that's what you really want to do, think about it, embody it, do it. But you actually have to do it. A lot of these people say they're doing it, but they're not doing it. And a walk isn't the answer.
No, like giving gay man if it's stereotypical gay man, oh, honey, what do you do? Oh, my God, it's just a mess.
You never walked.
Well, I'm not going to walk. Not in these heels.
And
you know what I mean?
And a lot of gay men,
character.
Gay men have a gait when you're referring to this. A lot of gay men's gait is that it's just comparable to that of a woman's.
Yeah, but a little bit more of a. I don't know if it's like a swag
sachet.
or a sway. A sachet. Yes, Shantae.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The point is, if you want to believe in this trans ideology, that's on you. If you want to present within a certain category, that's also on you. It is not my job to look at you, lady, and say, oh, that's giving gay man. Now, if I say that, congratulations. Like you said, it's nice to be seen. So yeah, if you can do it, do it. But you gotta be realistic with it. Like you're kind of saying. I don't completely hate every part of your message. I think that you should study gay men. If you think you're a gay man, right? Study the gay men and act like a gay man.
But why would she give you a performance of what giving gay is if at the end she's saying no matter how you think giving gay man is, you're giving gay man? Why even give an example at that point?
All this is platitudes. What is this, a 20-second video, 25 seconds?
Yeah.
This is probably her entire content. It's about model walks to look like this, look like that. Just like the one chick was like, let's go with pronouns today. This is big self. And this is Zen and Nex.
If you really, you just have to study a lot of gay men. That's it.
I mean, there's something to be said, which I know a lot of people will say.
A lot of actors, they do it when they're studying different characters all the time.
There's that.
Like Philip Seymour Hoffman studying Truman Capote.
Yes. And furthermore, there's something to be said about your gender expression, right? This is what you were born as, you say? But you have to study to get there? Mm. So were you really born as that?
No.
I'm not saying it to be mean. I do agree. I think they should study it because they haven't been doing well.
But then you're just doing acting at that point. You're like character studying. You're not really being that. You might be embodying the character, but you're not embodying your true self, really.
I was gonna say, if it was your true self, you wouldn't have to go and do that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
You wouldn't have to study. You would have naturally been studying.
Yeah, it'd be you.
You would just have been studying naturally.
Yeah.
And you would have been like, I like that quality. I'm emulating it. It has nothing to do with... You don't think, I like gay men. I do this because gay men do this. It's the same as anybody that you idolize. Any celebrity, any figure. You just start acting like them, not because you want to be the man that they are. You want to have the same qualities.
Oh, you want to see this walk again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the gay man. I want to study this here.
Gay man instead of woman. Walk fast, very slight hip sway, and a singular dinosaur arm. I do walk like this sometimes. The key here is self-perception. How we perceive our...
Did you hear about the man that grew a penis on his arm?
Is that true? Why would you do that?
I mean, I haven't watched a documentary.
There's a documentary on
the man with the penis on his arm. I'm pretty sure they use stem cells, but yeah. And he talks about how it's uncomfortable to like grab groceries because it falls out his sleeve. Is that
like when they grow the ears on the rats, the hairless rats, in order to like get a new ear for someone who lost theirs?
Yeah, but they grew it on him. So I don't know.
Was he going to use that eventually?
They're going
to take it off and put it down?
I haven't followed the story closely, but from what I understand, he eventually did have it transplanted. And it
as
is
a nose?
It is somewhat functional as a penis. Yeah. You have to look it up. I stumbled across this like on Facebook or something the one day.
Algorithm.
This is from before I even knew you. This is an old story. This is an old story.
Wow.
Look it up. Look it up real quick. Come on. Give the people what they want. They blur the penis in most of the photos. The man with the penis.
Man with penis on
his arm.
The man with that's the documentary title.
Yes.
Malcolm McDonald, not McDowell, who had lived with a penis constructed on his arm due to a phalloplasty procedure. Experienced undergo surgical procedure to construct and replace his penis. What happened to it? What happened to his original one? The penis hanging and it was sorry, I'm reading this fast. Did he lose it or what?
I thought he was born with it being wrong. Wait,
was this an actual biological woman, or is this a guy with a micro penis
from
who
what
had
I
the
understand,
intersex thing going on? My penis fell off. How does it fall off?
He had a severe blood infection.
Oh.
A man who lost his penis due to a severe blood infection had an artificial member surgically attached to his nether region 6 years after it was designed by doctors.
That's frightening.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know.
The mechanic, I think he's a man. I don't think he's a... Well, at the very least, he's actually intersection. Intersex.
Yeah, some dudes are born with a micro penis or
But I would have to go into the full story again. I thought he was either born with
I got you.
Messed up one or something along that line.
Like something was barely maybe an innie.
I think
some dudes have that.
He had an issue medically with it.
Okay.
And that's why they did this.
Well,
but you didn't even see the arm.
I don't want to see the arm. I'm good, thanks.
I remember an interview, because he doesn't speak English, I don't think. I don't remember exactly. But I remember in an interview, he said it's awkward to hug his mom. Because it's on this section of his arm. He tucks it up in his obviously you can only wear long sleeves. You can't wear short sleeves.
How long did you have that on there for?
6 years, it said. We just read
6 years? You had that big roller on there? For 6 years it took that long to grow a penis on your arm?
Apparently, after it had fully grown, no doctors were willing to move it for a while. Because they didn't have any idea what was going on.
Well, who put the thing on there in the first place?
I guess the guy who did it 6 years after, but I don't know. We have to watch a documentary.
We'll get back to you on this one.
I couldn't believe this was news to you. I thought that...
Wow, no, never heard about that. Okay, all right.
To share what I know with the world.
Wow, the more you know.
You thought I was just saying some words, and you're like, wow, that's the name of the documentary.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here's another one for you. Apparently, a date between two women pretending to be men is about as awkward as you think it is.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I think this is a skit. Just to let you guys know, it's probably not real, but funny, kind of, in a way.
Oh, Spike, hey. What's up, bro? Hey. Really cool to meet you. I don't normally hang out with other masks as much.
No way, man. I love hanging out with a fellow mask. You ready to hit the trail?
Yeah.
So when they say mask, they mean masked lesbian, because that's usually what the title is.
Oh,
it's mask
what do they
femme,
call it?
lipstick, chapstick lesbians.
Mask femme, yes, but it's
Butch.
masculine identifying or some BS like that because of gender fluidity.
You wouldn't say mask, you'd just say man, wouldn't you?
Well, that's the thing.
Another trans man.
That's nothing to do with gender. That's everything to do with presentation, right?
As a lesbian, yeah.
You could be a masculine woman.
Yeah.
Tons of them exist. Look at every lunch lady.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And gym teachers.
No hate to lunch lady. Oh, no, I had a really hot gym teacher.
I did not.
Yeah.
You good, bro? What's up?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I love this trail. I do this multiple times a week. I just gotta get those gains.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You said you
gains,
lift? You lift? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm always in the gym.
What? How much you lift?
400 100.
Holy shit. Let me see those buys. Let me see. Okay, like sleeper build, I guess. Yeah. We should live together sometime.
Yeah. You want to see me again?
Whoa, bro.
What?
I'm not gay.
You're not?
Not like that.
Wait, not gay like that? I'm confused.
Because the thing is, they identify as men, so they can say they're gay and be into men. So they're straight.
Or are they both trans men? And because she doesn't identify as a woman, she doesn't want to kiss her because that would be kissing a man, even though that's kissing a...
Or because they only date cis people. Because there's a lot of them out there who only date cis people. Haven't you noticed?
But
it's because at the end of the day, the reason that is,
but how would you know unless you ask someone if they were cis or not?
Regardless of if this is a skit or not, it's very true that they will take identity to mean everything. I truly, truly, truly believe that a lot of these people are deeply homophobic and that identifying as whatever changes their entire perspective. I think some of these women want to be straight by every means possible. So yes, if they're in that delusional land where they believe in gender ideology and you call yourself a man, I'm not gay. I'm only with cis women because I have to be in a straight relationship. You're a man, I'm a man. We can't do that. That's some gay shit.
Okay, I have a question. If you're a trans man and you say you only date cis women, don't you have to ask these women if they identify as cis in order to know if what you're dating is a cis woman? Or...
Hypothetically, you would. But these are the same people that ask for pronouns.
Right. That's where the collision comes in, where the hypocrisy is. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you would have to ask them. But you see a whole bunch of trans women being like, oh, these cis women. And it's like, yeah, which ones? Because they might not identify as cis women. They might identify as, like, tomboys. Just because they look like cis women doesn't mean they are, right? Because you say that even though you look like a man, that you are a woman. So yes, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on. There's a lot of things you could bring up with this. The creme de la creme. Dylan Mulvaney, he celebrates 4 years of woman face.
How old are you?
I'm 4 years old.
You are the youngest person ever. You are the youngest person.
What's that? That's from, America's Got Talent, right? America's Got Talent.
Gotcha. You know what's interesting is that Dylan Mulvaney started transitioning so soon after we got together because we just hit our 4-year anniversary back in December.
4 years of
4 years of this mother.
Wonder how long Rachel Dolezal was pretending to be a black woman. You think
she made a cake for it?
You think she made a cake for it? They had a celebration at the NAACP.
I mean, and this is my big thing, right? I'm not about to sit here and say that you shouldn't celebrate things that you view as accomplishments. He's not hurting anyone. He's posting it online. I mean, a bunch of other things he does hurt people.
Yeah.
But in this specific occurrence, getting a cake and putting a candle on it legitimately didn't hurt anyone, right?
Right.
So I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, Dylan, oh, you shouldn't have got a cake. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, don't you want to have private moments? Stay private. Any of them.
You mean attention whores like him think they want?
I'm not saying he does. I'm saying don't normal people want moments of privacy, of moments of like reflection, moments of genuine like pause. This is not a genuine pause.
You think he's got the mind to do anything?
I said don't most people want that though?
Yeah.
Don't you want like
most people are like crazy.
Do you want the cameras recording you at your birthday dinner the whole time while the cake comes? Like, do you want that? Nobody wants that unless they want attention.
Do.
Right.
But that's not everybody.
I think that there should be some value still to having private moments. You can make a post announcing it. You could do this if you really want to, but where is it for you? Where is any of this actually for you to feel better if none of it's private, if everything's publicized?
Well, Dylan's whole woman face thing, none of that is for him. It's all for
the view of the world to care more about him.
Yeah, because he's like deeply insecure within himself. That's why he never never probably has private moments
I
because he
don't-
needs the validation of everyone else.
I don't necessarily believe Dylan Mulvaney hates women. I don't necessarily believe that. I think he couldn't really care less about women, and that it's just a really good in for him. And at the end of the day, he's a gay man, so of course he's going to be catty with women. He fits that twink stereotype perfectly. And I'm not saying that to be rude, it's just when the shoe fits. So does it make sense to me that he's on this trail and he's doing it? Of course it does. Do I think he hates women? Not necessarily. I'm going to sneeze. Thank you. I'm trying my best over here. So I don't necessarily think Dylan's intentions to hurt women.
Yeah.
But what Dylan isn't realizing is how negative it is for women, everything he has done. If you were having any bit of privacy, I'd have more respect. Not you, him. I'd have more respect, and I'd think higher of you. Not that I think highly of him, but I'd think a little bit higher of him. Because then at least you're retaining some things for yourself. You lose your humanity when all you do is perform like a monkey for everyone.
He is not who he really is. He is
what the world wanted him to be, to view and to watch and to click and to point.
He wants to be whatever is going to get him attention, and that's who he believes he is, but it's not really who he is. It's who he's performing as. It's like watching someone act all the time.
I'm going to argue
in one character.
That's who he really is, an attention whore who will do anything for attention. That's who he really is. It's not about being a woman.
Okay, yeah, maybe he's not that deep. Maybe he is just a very
surface level person.
Superficial. You know, there's not really anything there. There's
he
no
wants to be known.
no deep conversation. There's no meat and potatoes in his soul. You know, it's just
I want my name in stars. I want my name in stars. I want everyone to love me because
I don't love myself.
Because I need other people's adoration and acclaim to feel better. And I'm not saying
that's
not normal. Because it's normal. A lot of people feel that way. That's regular people.
But then what happens when
the fanfare is gone?
Yeah, people are just like,
that was going to be my follow-up. It's unhealthy to do that.
Yeah, because once all the eyes aren't on you anymore, all you're left with is the residue
the mirror
of what you created.
And the mirror to look at and say, man, where do I go now?
No, nobody likes this. What do I do next? Blackface.
I don't think Dylan's ever intentionally being malicious. I think he's just so self-absorbed.
He doesn't know how to turn off the character.
Yeah, and the character, even when it's being offensive, he only does it for attention. So his point isn't to be offensive.
Maybe the character is all he is.
I think that he is just as shallow as what I said.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a rude way. It doesn't make him necessarily a bad person. His actions have negative effects. I think that he's, at the end of the day, a sad individual who needs some counseling or therapy that's effective to teach you that other people's opinions don't matter as much, because it's going to be really hard when either you age out or you start getting fat or whatever the case is and people stop watching you. I don't wish that upon anyone, because that is such a heavy weight when you have so much of yourself invested in the world and not in yourself.
The fame is very fleeting. It's very hard to hold on to it forever.
And when your entire life is built around placating to people around you, one day when that's not enough, you're going to end up in a very dark place. Because that's the only way that you've known to move around through your life.
A dark, lonely place as well. Something you've never been used to and you've never prepared for.
I'd rather get, stabbed in the back. I think.
Oh, you could be paralyzed if you got stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I understand that. But, my point being...
But then your identity would be paraplegic.
My point being, I'd rather have something come up completely blindsiding me than to know that my actions, my entire life, my toolbox, what I use to get through my life, is now null and void, and I have to restart with everything I know, how I'm interacting with people.
But do you think if that happened to him, well, when it does, that he's going to have that kind of insight that you have? Highly doubtful.
It's not about insight. He's going to be in a dark place. I didn't say that he's going to have the insight.
You think he's going to have friends around him?
No, that's why I said I hope he gets some therapy before then, because you need to understand.
He has therapy. It's affirming.
Not even that I care, but you have to understand how this can affect the psyche.
Well, I mean, I see it.
Outside of the gender stuff, just putting all that weight on how the world views you. Dangerous game.
Yeah. I mean, it's entertaining. It certainly will be a wild ride to watch, because he won't have this kind of fame forever. It will be fleeting.
No, he won't. And it's just, if I were in that situation, I'd want someone to pull me aside and ask me to ground myself.
Most people who are in the spotlight only have yes men. They really don't have anyone who'll be a true friend and tell you the brutal, honest truth. But with other people, they just get really offended and cry or just get mad and push those people away. And then they just end up with yes men who will use them, abuse them, and leave them when there's no more fame left. And that's all I have to say about that. Well, anyway, like and subscribe, join our memberships to keep this channel going, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.